Well, it's time to talk travel, and here with details is Micah Shanks. So good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, now we're going to talk about common travel, just concerns that people have.
Yeah. And mostly, and I'd like to talk about international travel. The things that come to me are, well, how can I afford it? For one thing. Well, it's going to cost you some money, but it doesn't have to cost you everything up front. Of course, your airline ticket will, and we have no control over that. The airline wants their money. But if you go with a tour group, you can do a small deposit and then pay it out over a year. I mean, you book 2 years in advance, you've got 2 years to pay it off. Just make a monthly payment. Okay. So that's easy that way. You can also go, let's just say, to Italy as an example, because that's one of my favorite places. Yeah. You can go first class or you can go economy class. You're going to save a whole lot more money if you're doing economy class, like a 3-star hotel versus a 5-star hotel. You're only going to sleep there anyway. You're going to go out and see the same sites. You're going to eat the same food, have the same fun that somebody staying in a more expensive hotel is going to be. So that's a way to save some money. And
you know, maybe just like you're saying, like just start ahead, start planning. Like if you know that this is a trip you want to go on in a couple of years, just start putting a little bit away.
Exactly, exactly. And come in and talk to us. We have tour companies that we deal with. They're very reputable, very easy to work with, and we can give you some good ideas. I mean, you probably have something on your bucket list. We can figure out a way to get you there, and you don't have to cash out your IRA to do it.
And then another thing I guess to think about too is, you know, when you talk about fears, sometimes people have fears of going to different countries, what to expect, and so that's another reason to talk to a travel agent.
Safety.
Yeah.
Is it safe? I'm afraid to go. Is it safe? Yeah. Because we see so much on the news, and it appears that every place in the world is dangerous, and that's just not the case. If you go by yourself, check in with the State Department website. They do constant travel updates all the time. If you go with a tour group, they will not take you to a dangerous place. They just won't go. And check to see where the cruise lines are going. If the cruises are still going, it's still a safe place to be.
Okay. So that's a good way to kind of know it as well. Now, one other question I have, and I'm not sure if you can answer this one, but as far as airlines, does it seem like that the trend right now is that tickets are higher, or is it kind of the time you can get a deal, or is it just depend?
Some people say that Tuesday and Wednesday are the best days. It just depends on where you're going and how far in advance you're booking. Obviously, the further out you book, the better it's going to be. That's about all I can say to it, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Anything that you'd like to add?
If anybody's afraid of like a language barrier or anything like that, once again, most people speak English. Everywhere you go, somebody's going to speak English and help you out. I've had people come to me, well, not people, one person came and said, you know, I went over there and the food was terrible. It wasn't a bit like Olive Garden. Well, no, and it won't be. You know, if you want to be at Olive Garden, stay home. If you want to experience something different, travel. The world is a wonderful place.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.